That's objective. Capture.
They're coming back. Oh, he's dead.
Shock. Spotted.
Your health.
Don't worry, I don't need it. I got a martini. Oh, that's bad.
Machine gun. Hostile.
Oh my gosh, Martini's back.
You see him? Shock trooper.
Martini's back.
Enemy machine gun. Sighted.
Martini's back. Martini's back, boys! The Martini's back in town! That Martini, though. That Martini, though. Oh, just thinking my aim wasn't rusty. Hey guys, my name is Axe Factor and hopefully you're having a great day. Welcome to some post-winter patch gameplay featuring the Martini, one of my old school favorites. It has been quite a while since I've used it. Remember, this weapon has a very slow velocity, and of course, this is the only weapon that I have a 2x zoom on my irons. The rest of my irons are 1.25 times zoom, and of course, all my snipers are 4 times zoom. Why is that important? Because if you have an optic on and it's higher than 4 times, you get scope glint. That's a way for the entire map to know where you're at in a split second and turn all eyes on you, usually resulting in your head getting taken off. So here you see some footage of us trying to work on the Martini, which has been tweaked yet again. This weapon's seen quite a few changes, including a fix to the body damage multipliers. Remember, if you hit lower body and upper arms or legs and forearms, there is damage reductions based on the type of weapon you're using. In sniper rifles, the lower body and upper arms is 90%, and legs and forearms is 75%. Now, the Martini still has the one-shot capability in the chest from 30 to 80 meters. But what they did do is they juiced the high-end damage. They actually changed it from 41 to 69 meters. It does above 111 damage in the chest. That means you're actually one-shotting people still in the lower body and upper arms. So instead of winging a lot of arms, upper arms and lower body and leaving your opponent with a handful of health, now you're going to be getting those one-hit kills. Now, if you still hit him in the legs and the forearm, that increased damage really is going to help you because that multiplier is still 75% of what the damage would be at that range. But what I found myself doing, even though I'm quite a bit rusty because we've been messing around with a bunch of different games and haven't used the Martini for a while, is connecting on a bunch of one-hit kills that probably wouldn't have been possible before this patch. So I think the Martini is in a much better place than it once was. It's actually one of the weapons featured in Back to Basics, one of the coolest custom game modes I've ever played. The problem is you're going against the SMLE. 10 rounds and just about 3 times the rate of fire. We actually won a couple, but it was not fun because if you were to miss, you were probably dead. And that was before this patch, so it's all about the headshots or the chest shot. Anything else, you're definitely getting worked over. So what else changed with this patch? You're going to see some things popping up. Ribbons. This is basically the old system in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. They are passively tracked, and you can get multiple in a round. It might be something like get 7 kills with an SMG or get 5 kills with a bolt action, and you're going to see those popping up. And it, of course, adds XP, and you can see it in your soldier profile. It's a great addition to Battlefield 1. My only complaint so far is there is not a lot of ribbons or medals that actually push you to play the objective or PTFO. And here's a few ideas. Attack X amount of flag, where you actually get on the flag and capture it. How about save a flag, defending flag, something not enough people do in the Battlefield franchise. How about contesting a flag? You get on the flag, you're working it up or down towards neutral or your end. You still get killed, but you actually contested it. Maybe something like 5 to 6. You're at least putting in the effort. You should be rewarded. Then, of course, getting X amount of kills in a flag capture radius, or a certain radius around an MCOM or something else that is objective based. A great way to reward those who put their neck out to PTFO 24/7. Another thing that was changed in this patch, it's a start, is gas. It doesn't last for 22 seconds anymore, it lasts for 15. Of the rounds that we played, that were very linear, like an Argon Force or Amion or something very choke pointing, did not feel a difference. How about grenade spam? Absolutely zero change on that front. But I will tell you this. DICE is actually working on multiple solutions on their desk right now. We're talking about refill rates to take down some of the spam ability. Then they're tweaking what gives you your grenades back or gas. And maybe they're working on who gets gas and how much. So I know they have multiple solutions on their desk based on the conversations that I've had with the developers recently, and look for that to be in CTE very soon. That's the one I'm most excited about. And then perhaps continuing to tweak suppression, something that's just been over and above in the Battlefield franchise for a very long time, but was fixed in Battlefield 4 for the last year and a half or so, and was an amazing spot, only for us to go all the way back to the random bullet deviation simulator. Added recoil, flinch, and optic sway. Hopefully they tone that down quite a bit, or getting suppressed across the map by one LMG round and not multiple. Of course, you cannot be suppressed by somebody that's close to you, but those aren't usually the people that you have to worry about. It's the people across the map sitting in the uncapped that can suppress you and mess you up the most. Another thing that seems to be broken, that has been broken for quite a long time, and David Sirlin and his team is working on it, as I just dodge a bayonet as I eat the Gewehr across the map, is the party system. So, right now, if you add people to Origin, you're going to have 100, 150, 200 people. You might not even see them in-game. Might not even show up, but they can see you. Therefore, you can never invite them to the party. But if you find somebody on your friends list to invite, then they can join off you. So the patch comes out. We have a new UI in the system for Origin, but the party system is even more broke than before. So before, if you actually got in party, you could get in the same lobby. You were guaranteed to do that. Maybe it's a new operation or a quick match for Conquest. You were guaranteed to queue up or be in the same lobby. Well, now it takes forever to launch an operation. The matchmaking screen just keeps blinking. And if you do get in one, it's going to be empty, or half your party is not going to be in the actual lobby. They get put into another match. We tried making parties for most of the day while streaming, where this footage came from the other day, and it just was not happening. People in chat kept saying, well, I'm in a round of Conquest, or I'm in another operation. So they have a lot of work to do with something as simple as the party system. The basis of Battlefield has always been teamwork. Playing with some buddies, playing with some online community mates, working together, playing the objective, taking armor down, getting massive flanks off, and turning the tide of battle. It seems like Battlefield is making this harder and not easier. I really hope this Origin system is fixed, the friend system is fixed, along with all the different party bugs soon. So how about another nasty bug, the revive glitch, where you come up from death and your weapon is shaking, or your primary's out and you can't pull the trigger. Nothing happens. You have to quick switch your weapon. So I've actually been quick switching my weapon whenever I get revived, no matter if there's a round in the chamber or not, out of habit to prevent that from happening. Because a lot of times there is no indication on your screen. You have the glitch until you go to pull the trigger and you're already dead because no bullets are coming out. So DICE has been working on this. They're having a hard time reproducing this, but more than likely they fixed some of it. They definitely said they haven't fixed all of it, and it is still eluding them, but I don't think I've had it happen to me yet, and I only heard it called out a couple times in chat, which, again, this was a very common thing. So hopefully that continues to be worked on. So in my opinion, this patch was pretty good, lacking some of the obvious stuff that I think could have been included, including more tweaks to gas and, of course, the grenade spam, but it's a start. The other good news is CTE, the community test environment ran by Sirlin and DICE LA, is ramping up extremely quickly. David Sirlin's actually made a reference on Twitter saying that there's going to be content coming to CTE very quickly. So hopefully that is where some of the grenade spam adjustments and, of course, other weapon balances, tweaks, vehicles start showing up. CTE was a wonderful thing in Battlefield 4. In my opinion, saved the franchise. So I'm really interested to see what they get into once they start cooking, because the game's stable. the game's pretty well balanced, so it's up to them to figure out what they want to work on now, and based on community feedback, what actually will make it in the base vanilla game. What do you guys think about the patch? As always, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you soon.